In this tutorial, we will learn how to use the resource planning sheet in CrossConcept Continuum. The system offers a feature that allows resource managers to easily review the resources demand versus capacity and distribute the planned hours amongst different resources to balance the workload. From the left menu, we go into Resources, and under the Resource Planning group, we select Resource Planning Sheet. When accessing it for the first time, first we need to define which resources we want to include in the display. We can search the resources based on their skills, their access groups, their departments, and the resource name. If required, we can also select planning resources, which are generic resources created based on a specific function, such as project manager, developer, or trainer. Finally, we can also display only the resources who are assigned to a specific project or a specific task. Please note that these entities such as the skills, access groups, departments, and planning resources need to be previously configured by the company in the system. You can refer to the corresponding training videos to have more information about creating and configuring these entities. In this example, we will select the Resources tab, and we select two of the listed resources. By clicking Save, the two resources appear listed in the screen, which by default displays the calendar in the current week. At the top, we have a date selector that we can use to navigate to a specific date. With the left and right arrows, we can navigate through past and future weeks, and we can navigate through different months by using these other left and right arrows. We can also select different months and years by clicking the text in the middle. To get back to the current week quickly, we can click the current date displayed at the bottom. The interface has three different views: by resource, by department, and by project role. At the right side, we can display the calendar view based on the day, the week, and the month. We also have an option to specify the number of days, weeks, and months we want to display at a time, with a maximum of 28 per each view. There are also options to export the grid to Excel or PDF formats, and by clicking the Filter button, we can open the same filter screen we saw at the beginning. The main area displays one row per each selected resource. Below the resource name, we can see the capacity of the resource, either per day, per week, or per month. Under each one of the calendar cells, we will have two values: a value in black font color at the top that will represent the planned hours, and the value in green font color at the bottom that represents the resource capacity. Based on these values, the cell's background color will change and will help us identify if a resource is underutilized, overutilized, or within the utilization target. The resources below 0% or above 100% will have a darker pastel red background. The resources between 0% and 75% will have a pastel yellow background, and the resources between 75% and 100% will have a pastel green background. By clicking the arrow located at the left of the resource, we can expand the breakdown of the assigned projects and tasks. We can also use the Expand All button, located at the top right, to expand all the rows at once. In this example, we see that Beth Johnson is assigned to the project Workflow Design Project under the Analysis tab. She has planned hours under different dates. Freda Sanchez is also assigned to the same task under the same project. Under the Action column, we have two options. With this icon, we can access the profile in edit mode, for example for the task and also for the resource. And with this other icon, we can reassign the planned hours from one resource to another resource very easily. For example, let's say we want to reassign this 1.5 hours from Freda Sanchez to Beth Johnson on Monday, April the 2nd. Please note that both resources are assigned to the same task, and Freda has planned hours on that day, while Beth is free that day for the task. We click the cell with the hours we want to transfer, and then we click this icon. We can also select multiple cells at a time, as well as the planned hours for the full task. In this dialog box, we select the name of the target resource and then we click the Save button. The screen refreshes, and now we see that the 1.5 hours on Monday, April the 2nd, have been transferred from Freda Sanchez to Beth Johnson. Please note that the system will only allow transferring the hours from the current date onwards. As we saw, the resource planning sheet is a very useful tool, allowing reviewing the availability of the resources and transferring their planned hours in one single screen and with just a few clicks. This will benefit greatly the resource managers in an organization who will be able to make business decisions to better utilize the resources. We hope you find these instructions useful in your work with CrossConcept Continuum. Thank you for watching this tutorial.